Hey there, it's Donna Kozik, and I'm here to share with you how we're going to proofread our community book project about success. So I want to say a quick hello, and next I'll just do that, hide myself there so we can focus on what's in front of us. So I'm going to show you two things. The first is the document that we'll be proofreading. And it'll be a PDF that you will download from our group page. And at the top of it here is instructions about how to do this. At first will be to watch the video, and I'm going to put the link in here. And then it will be about how to enter corrections, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. Really important, our deadline for submitting corrections is Sunday, 3 o'clock Pacific time, I'm sorry, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 o'clock noon Pacific time. So that is the deadline for submitting any corrections to your piece, or if you happen to spot something in somebody else's piece. Now, before I go on, well, actually, no. Hold on to that thought for a moment before I give instructions. I want to walk you through this document. So first you'll see a list of authors and pieces. There's no page numbers or anything. I actually put this here at the top so you can see where you fall in this document. I'm not saying that this is the way things are going to look or this is the order things are going to be in for the final document, but they are the way things are going to be here. And so you can see, oh, okay, I'm number, if you're Bonnie, it's like, oh, okay, I'm seeing about like 7 pieces down. So then you can scroll down through the document, and where the entries begin here, you just would go about 7 pieces, essays down, and then you would find yours. All right, let's find Bonnie's. There it is. Okay, so then if you're Bonnie, it's like, okay, well, let me look this over, and there I see something that what you're looking at over for typos, capitalization, grammar issues, things like that. Not so much like style of, oh, it'd be better if I phrased it this way or something, unless it's an error. Or something that would be way confusing. I don't want to be making a lot of unnecessary changes because, again, time is of the essence with this. The idea is to kind of get this done fast. And so there's no time to be making a lot of edits. So say, for instance, maybe I only had, one C in here. And Bonnie, of course, she's reading this piece very carefully because it's her piece representing her. And she's like, oh, there's a typo right there. So then what does she do? Well, what she is going to do is go to the SurveyMonkey link, and that is at the top of this document. I'm just going to go there right now. And this is where Bonnie and all of you will be recording your edits or your fixes to your pieces. So Bonnie would put her name in here, the page number for the correction, and I put in a number of like you could put in 5 corrections if you see. I hope that none of the entries need 5 corrections, maybe 1 or 2. And so that would go in here. But then maybe, Bonnie, again, she's scrolling through and she sees that something's not italicized, it's supposed to be italicized. She might say, hey, on Jill's piece on page 19, I noticed this, and you can put that in there. But of course, I want you to focus on your own piece first. But if you happen to see something from somebody else, please let us know, right? If you see it, let me know. All right, so that is how that's going to go. I just can't emphasize enough, but hang with me for a little bit here because I have more to say. I can't emphasize enough how we want to make sure that we correct errors. It's not stylistic changes or anything like that. There might be 1 or 2 people in here that I reached out to saying, hey, we need a revamp of your piece. I didn't hear back from them, so I just deleted the piece. It's just kind of getting to the point of I can't spend tons of time myself on this, this project that I'm doing here, this free little project that I'm doing. So I had to make some decisions to make it easier on myself as well. And I also, just so you know, decided, because I was reminded that people were only supposed to have one form of contact. And most people, that's all they had. But if you had, say, an email address and a website address, I just left your website address. That's really more important for people to go to your website. And hopefully you have a opt-in list building thing there. So I made that executive decision and chose, if you had 2 listings, I just chose 1. Also, oh, this drove me nuts. I went through this whole thing and I made these live links. You might have seen me do that on the editing video. Well, also though, when I was copying and pasting from SurveyMonkey and different things, like some of the writing was black and some of it was dark gray and all that. So I did a Command A on my Mac and I selected everything and I made it all black. Well, when I did that, it made the live links black as well. So I'm going to have to go through and I'm just going to be, I think I have to actually, I've tried it other ways, but I'm going to have to retype them like that. Whoop. And then to make, because we want the audience to see, the readers to see this is a live link, and in the PDF they can just click that and go to Dan's website. So you don't have to mention this in your corrections. It's like, hey, shouldn't my email address be blue? Yeah, it should be, and it will be. I just have to go through and do that, and I didn't want to take the time before getting this in your hands. While I'm right here, yeah, Clara, I don't know what happened, but we don't have a website here for you, and so whatever website you want, please let me know when you submit your edits or corrections. And just to say too, I'm going to have final word on this. I have to make a decision on things, and so I want to hear, of course, anything that is wrong and that. But like if it's something and it's like, oh, I think it'd be a lot of work to change that, or I don't think it's a big deal, or more often than not, the correction you're trying to make is wrong, then I'm not going to make it. Let's see what else. Okay, I think I'm getting that point across pretty well. So here's the second thing I wanted you to hang out for, and that is I put additional questions on the survey, and this is going to deal with promoting our project once it's released. So I'm asking you a few questions here if you're willing to be interviewed by me or someone else about your piece. I am playing around with an idea of doing a few interviews, maybe getting 5 people, say, who wrote about financial success on the phone, and we'll do a little round robin discussion about it, and then use it to promote this book and promote you on this little panel discussion. And I might, so I might just have like different themes of talks and be doing that. And then I'm asking if you prefer telephone or video. And if you have no preference, then don't pick one here. And then, yeah, a few other questions. If you have an audience and you want to interview me about this, and that would kind of give me a chance to highlight you and then talk about this book and how it came together, that'd be kind of cool. A few other questions here. So this one's out of order. I'll change that. Anyway, so that is what we're looking at for proofreading. I don't want to make this super long. I want you to be able to kind of see what we're all about. And I just want to emphasize one more time, the deadline for this is Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And that's when you'll want to submit anything via SurveyMonkey. And if you want to go to SurveyMonkey and say, hey, it looks good, that's fine, but you don't have to. It's mostly for collecting corrections. All right, so those are the rules. We'll see how this goes. Until then, this is Donna, and I look forward to hearing your corrections, hopefully not that many, and then we'll take it from there. All right, thanks, bye.